Hello, good evening, and welcome to Central Gibson for brand new season. Last night we saw Tier 1, but tonight, as usual, it is Tier 2's turn to kick things off here in Azerbaijan. Safety car simulator track. And yeah, looking forward to this one this season. Poldy is out first, who is aka Young Money from last season, so looking forward to a decent race hopefully, but it is Baku. Safety car loves coming out around it. Good evening Sky, good evening Dylan, how are you sir? It is season 7 now, our last one on F1 2021. Got some news coming tomorrow for the next game. Looking forward to see what happens there, what they've got in store. Not getting my hopes up too much, but we shall see. So probably a few things to say just before Poldy starts his lap. We have Matt Veg in Tier 2 now, Lenny in Tier 2, moved up from Tier 3. Fusion Gamer also up from Tier 3. Who else? Got Fresh and Poe reserving tonight from Tier 3 in the Haas. Eros Toto Wolf also up from Tier 3, and also look at that in the Mercedes. Arnold Thomas is back with us. He's racing in Tier 2 now. This is first race since season 5. He was the king of 7GR. The most wins to date still, with 25 wins. He's a dominant era in 7GR, but he is now on the wheel, so that is why he is in Tier 2. He's lost a bit of pace, but missed a couple of races in RRL. He seems to be getting that pace back, slowly but surely. So we'll see how he does tonight. So he gets on as Poldy now approaches the castle section. How many people will lose their wing through here tonight? And it is good to see Tom's back. Dylan. Finley with the win tonight is Scottish prediction. I'm going to go for Hasbro tonight. I think he's well, he won here last season, I think. He won here last season, and I think it's one of his favourite tracks, so I expect him to be up there in qualifying and up there in the race also. So here goes Poldy, sets the first lap of the night, and it's going to be a 1:40.1 to start things off. Pogo's P2, 40.7. McLaren next to win it. So there goes Hasbro, 39.6. Record is 38.0, I believe. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 38.0 from Vaughan a few seasons ago. As minutes and Killer Minute also beat Hasbro there. It's currently on Vision Vol. Rhino goes P2, 39.2 for him. Ferrari is next. Is that Vaughan? It is Vaughan. 38.6 for him this time. I think that pole record may have been for the update. Can't quite remember. But Matt Veg goes P7. Joel P9. A few other cars. Now Crossman Fusion Gamer goes P6, and Finley. Poor lap there, 48, sorry, 0.8. K's Babu next to cross the line. If you remember last season at Baku, me, K's and Rhino had a battle for the final, on the final lap, with all three of us having no wings across the line. The blanket finish, that was a funny moment. as Soto goes P11, Lenny invalidated his lap. Here comes Fine Defender. Full-time seat this season goes P11, 41.5. Also, there's a lot of traffic here. Joel been impeded there by Poe. It looks like he did. And also Joel backs out of that now. So not good there for Poe. Trying to find out Alpine, Williams, sorry, getting a nice slipstream here as well. Poli's going up for another lap, so this is not a good lap for Poli. Trying to keep up. Who will be next then? It could be Rhino. Let's try and get on board with him. It's going to be Rhino, he's got no wing actually. So he's had contact the wall. Two Ferraris, are they coming in? Maybe Bio's going for a lap. Yes, he is. Bio goes P4, 39.5. Again, a bit tight there at the top. There's an Alpine crossing the line. Is that Hamilton? No, it's not Hamilton. He's in a pit lane. No, everyone's coming to bits. So, Hayes Mahoo's 7 tenths up here. So we'll see if he loses his lap, which he is. Puts himself a P12, 41.1 Ks. So Lenny, did he get a good lap in this time? No validation this time, so it's going to be P11 for Lenny. Too bad, Fine Defenders on the in lap. So just fresh Hamilton and Thomas to set a lap. His teammate ahead. Joel, let's see if he's gone for another one after being impeded by Poe. He is pretty much even, so I reckon he'll come in this lap. He can definitely do better, so probably wasting time with tyres. Unless he's had a very good last sector, which he might. He's going to do a lap. So, well, he didn't improve, so 3 laps on them tyres, I don't think we're going to get much more time out of those. Bio's run out of fuel. So the Rhino, no, it's going to be K's. Is he going to be on a hot lap? No. Toto Wolf, nope. Lenny will be on an in lap as well. Let's go on, who's that? Thomas? No, it's Joel. We'll go on board with Thomas because I think he is going to be the next one. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he made contact with the wall. Anyway, he's backed out and he's getting out of the way of other drivers. So, currently Winnett's still on provisional pole. Rhino P2, Killer P3. So Winnett's still fairly clear. Well, Winnett's and Rhino, to be fair, are quite clear of Killer Miller at the minute. See if that changes later on. Let's see. Try and find someone who is on a lap. Poe's just starting his. Lots of guys on an out lap. So Joel actually 2 seconds, well, nearly 2 seconds up on his time here, so there goes P8. That's a decent lap, to be fair, considering they're 4 laps old. But also he needs to improve his lap now, otherwise he will be starting on those. He'll be pitting in like lap 3 or something. Tyre wear is not too great. Around Baku, especially for the softs. So Thomas does post a time, but he's getting out of the way of people, so we'll see how he does on his next lap. Fresh is on a lap now. Hamilton has come out now as well, so is that Aston Martin? Is that Matt Vedge? Nope, he is on a lap. It's purple first sector, so he has improved there. Stay on board because he's got some bit of traffic potentially. gets out the way. Matt Fetch also on the wheel now, that is why he is on a tier 2 now as well. But I think he's actually going to be the next one to cross the line on a hot lap. There's a Haas in front, which is Fresh, who is actually on a hot lap. Oh, contact with the wall there with Matt Veg. So that's going to impede his lap. May have got away with damage. But he's going to get a nice toe of Fresh as well, so might get his time back. See, he's gaining all the time. Fresh is going to try and break it, and Matt Veg does improve by 3/10, jumps his teammate into the top 10. Let's check on Thomas because he's going to come around the next one, the cross the line. 17 seconds up on his time. And Hasbro goes with the pole. And where'd Thomas go? P13 on his first decent lap there. On board with Hamilton, the only person not to set a time, so we'll see how he does. But the bare minimum fueling is already red flashing. He nearly invalidates round the lap, or final bend there. Approaching the line, selecting a decent lap into the 39s and goes into the top 10. So Hasbro now on regional pole. Winnett's just behind, very close between them two, and then Rhino and Fisek, who now up to P4, did a good lap, which I missed. Them two separated by barely nothing. And then Killer Miller by Vaughan, and I think, well, unlucky for Bio because he had a decent lap there, and I saw he just left the session. And he's been disqualified, so his lap time's been deleted. He'll be starting at the back, and there he goes. He's just joined back, and he's going to be wondering why he's P20. Because this AI decided to not move for some reason. K's Babu down the final straight. He's barely up on his time. And yeah, he decides to back out of that last second as he's not going to improve. 5 seconds, is he going to be on another lap? Well, he's got the fuel, so maybe he is. No, he is coming in. Hamilton in lap as you'd expect. Toto next. He's about even with time, so he needs a good third sector here for him to move up any places here. And he does improve, and he jumps fine defender up to P16. Pressure's he on another lap here. There's Bio AI. Still going round for some reason. Fresh come in, so Mercedes, is that gonna, that's Joel on our lap. We're doing on board with Joel as he's just starting his lap here. So turn 1 and 2. Hit the apexes, get on the power early for the first DRS straight. And another heavy braking zone, again dodge that inside curb. Tags the wall a little bit, but I think that's going to be a fine. Just hitting the apexes nicely here as Bio rejoins the session once again. Dylan is predicting Vaughan to win, so this shows how tight tier 2 is. Anyone can win this race. Last season we only the highest wins of the season was Kay Gorniak, and he only raced twice, so if it wasn't for Kay Gorniak winning the extra one, would have had a winner in every different race. And also I think we only had let's have a quick look actually. I'm sure I'll come down the last straight. Where is it? So Kate Gurney actually raced 3 times, he won 2 of them, and he got 3 poles as well. So, and there we go, Joel set the tally lap, and he does go provisional poles. So we've got 3 people in the 39 zeros. Very tight. Rhino's going to join him here, I think. He's not going to join him, he's going to smash him. He's into the 38s, 38.8 for Rhino, so can anyone topple Rhino off the top here? He's very good at qualifying. Definitely improved the last season or so. 5-6 starting a lap, especially with his one shot quality pace. Kays Babu trying out the medium tyres, which is a bad shot to be fair. Next across the line is a Mercedes. That could be Thomas starting a lap. It is. And that Veg also starting a lap as timer is running out. Lots of traffic here in sector 3. Final few corners. Finley is one of these guys on the hot lap, so he's at the back of this little queue. So we'll keep an eye on the timings. Hasbro starting a lap. No movement on his floor, so Finley on a good lap here, and he goes into the top 10, 39.7, and can't quite see the timer, but I think it's less than a minute left. These guys, the Red Bull Rhino goes provisional pole now, 38.7, gets his provisional pole back. When it's like a good qualifying session. What about Vaughan? He is on pole here. Last couple of seasons ago, his timer has now ticked over. Lenny, Toe and Fresh are finished for the session. Running out of ERS here. Might have affected him a little bit, but he does jump 5 sec P5, who's now in nice distance from Joel, who might get this position back or even put himself into the top 4. And he does go P4, 39.5. Very close between the guys at the top there. Red Bull next. That K's on his medium tyres. Let's see if he can get himself in the top 10. Only P13 for K's on the medium. Thomas 4/10 up. Let's see what he can do. P12 for Thomas. Matt Veg 8/10 up. He goes P8. Good lap. Fusion Game at 2/10 up. There's someone ahead of him. I think it's a Williams. Could be Hasbo. He goes P2. And Fusion Game at P9. Haspo jumps Lenny up to P15. Killer Miller next. Does not improve. And I think this could be it. So just Finley on a lap. And he's out of fuel. That's when it decides to go with another push lap. So yeah, very close qualifying there. 38.7 for Winnett. Will be on pole. And then 10th back to Hasbro and Rhino. And then Joel and Fizek separated by 4 milliseconds there. Bayo would have been up there as well, by the way, if he didn't get disqualified. Starting from the back, unfortunately. Okay then, Winnett's on pole. Another one to his collection. I can't quite see how many poles he's got because our website's down right now. Hasbro P2, Varner P3, Joel P4, Fizek P5, Vaughan P6, Killer Miller P7, Matt Veg P8, Fusion Gamer P9, Finley P10, Poldy, Hamilton, Thomas, Case Babu, Poe P15, Lenny, Fine Defender, So, Fresh, and unfortunately Bio, who got disqualified there, would have been around the P5 mark, I would say. But it's also not the worst thing starting at the back of the grid. Avoid the lap 1 chaos, especially around Baku. If there's any instance ahead of you, you're going to be in trouble. If ready, let's say 51. Yeah, as I said, Baku is a good old safety car simulator track. And like I said, also, if any incidents happen ahead of you, you're going to have trouble avoiding the chain reaction through the field, which has been demonstrated many times on this game. It must be like an average of at least 3 safety cars a race here at Baku. Yeah, I'm disappointed in Lenny as well. Peter, he's quite good round this track actually. He did win the Tier 3 race round here, I believe. Well, he got pole at least, one of them two. Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah, so it's a pole position for Lenny here last season in Tier 3. P16 tonight. Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing Thomas. See what Thomas can do tonight in Tier 2 company on his wheel. P13. We're just looking to avoid the trouble. That's all you've got to do, survive in Baku and you're on for a good result. Rest calling P8 for himself. You are on a decent point streak, to be fair, I think. Let's have a look at this. Point streak for Fresh. Let's have a look at Tier 2 results first. Oh no, maybe not. Hang on. No, I was looking at the wrong season. As we are about to go. There's a P7, P6, P7, and 2 DNFs for Fresh in T2 last season. So it's all about surviving tonight and getting lucky on the strategy of the safety cars coming out. But at least we have a nice sunny race tonight. Last night was in the rain. Let's have a look at the tyres then. Let's see what people have gone for. So, Poldy in P11 on the hards, and only Hamilton, Thomas, and Kays on the medium tyres. So it's interesting strategies there. Don't know if Bio's back in yet. It's still a ghost. I mean, starting on softs, you have the option to early safety car go onto the hard tyres or possibly even the mediums. You know, it's definitely going to be. You can definitely gamble safe. start under the soft swim. I think you can on the strategy formation. So let's have a look here. If anyone's under fuel, you can see it on the formation lap on that. Anyone's sort of white. Oh, there we go. Fresh is under fueled. I think everyone else has not taken the risk. There's strategy. Sauce do not last long round here. 5 to 8 laps, game reckons. So Hamilton and Thomas disqualified himself from the formation lap, but at least it's not too long to go until we line up. Expect chaos, expect a few incidents here on lap 1. It's very tight, 1 and 2, especially at the start. You have a lot of people battling and jostling for positions. So Baku is not always the fun one to commentate with the safety car, but hopefully we'll do okay tonight. So here we go then. We have 4 red lights, 5 red lights, kick off tier 2, round 1, and away we go. So it's a decent start from Winnets in front. Fizek's had a very good start, up 2 places. Rhino dropping down the field, down to P6 now. It looks like most of the field's done okay as someone going for a move. That's the Aston Martin of Matt Veg possibly. There's a few sounds of cars bumping in the background. Vaughan had a poor start, down 3 places. K's making his way through the field. And behind him it's a little scrap, as I think the Ferrari there, Bio maybe just outbrake himself into the back of someone. And that's a big shunt there I just heard. Who is that? That is Fusion Gamer and Fusion Gamer. Maybe Thomas involved in that. He's down 5 places. I thought I saw him hit the wall or something. Yep, he's missing a front left end plate for Thomas, unfortunately. And Poldy making a move in the castle section, possibly there. Kays has passed Matt Veg, and maybe that's why Matt Veg maybe had contact with the wall going through there. Fresh up to P13 as someone diving down the outside. As his teammate Poe making a bit of an ambitious move. There's fine defender. Take full advantage of that. He's up to P14 now. Bio's still not with us, I don't think. So it is Winnets from Hasbro. Fizek looking to make a move here for P2. Followed by Joel Rhino. Just dropped off the pace a little bit. On lap 1. K's had a very good start, up P8 for him. And Poldy on the hards. I forgot he's on the hards. He's at P7, so good job on him. He's under threat from K's, who's going to go for the move down the other side. What kind of camera is that? There we go. There we go. K's gets the move done down the other side, and the Alpine of Hamilton begin to get involved as well. As Joel making a move on Fizek, try and run the outside, going for a switch back through the chicane. Doesn't quite come off. Winnets building a little gap here up front, 2 seconds. Here's the gap to Hasbro. This fine defender gets past Fresh, as we'll see everyone navigate the castle section. Toe up to 13th now, and then we have Killer Miller, Moves down a few places. I'm not sure if he's pitted. Let's have a look who pitted on that one. Yeah, so from Killamilla, everyone down has pitted, but they know a safety car will be coming eventually. We've done 2 laps and there's no DNF, so could be a 7GR record at Baku. And Rhino burning a lot of ERS here. He's now back with the pack. And there we go, it talked that Poe had DNF, and that could be the first safety car. Oh, just a VSC. And he looks like he lost it at the left right, onto the straight. There he is in the wall. And Hamilton, a few people taking advantage of this VSC. Hamilton, Toe, fresh into the pits. Fresh wing for Hamilton, so how about Toe? That Toe just tactically coming in. Same. Nope, Fresh has had contact with the wall as well. So Toe taking advantage of the VSC, and luckily for Hamilton and Fresh, kind of come at the right time for them. Lenny also made contact with the wall as he's coming into the pits. Looks like he coming for new. Oh, there we go. No wing for Lenny. So still winners from Hasbro 5 sec, and we are underway. And DRS is enabled here, so minutes are safe, but Hasbro will most likely be losing his P2 here for the time being. Down the field, looks like Rhino could be in detection zone, but then not till the back of the pack. We don't have any people in the DRS range, despite it being fairly close. So we're going to fire Zek, the first DRS overtake of the night. Not many DRS. Actually, Hasbro goes very defensive, and actually Hasbro holds on for P2. Rhino's now up to P3 as we have Winnets, the leader, coming in. Did he make contact with the wall? Or was it time for his pit stops? Joel coming in as well, Vaughan as well. I'm not sure. But anyway, Hasbro in the lead of this race now. 5 sec. Looked like he had a little battle there and then come on board with him. So front 3 is Hasbro, 5 sec, Rhino now. Case Blue. Holy having a very good race on those medium and hard tyre respectively. Fine Defender logging along in P6. Position changes now. Look very good for K's and Fine Defender who's starting in the back. Killamilla is on the back of Vaughan here. Just come out of the pit, so for the field. Fledge on the back of Finley. Just trying to keep up with these guys. Thomas gets past Bayo, who's still not in his car, I do not think. Oh, he's not a ghost, so maybe he is back. Well, maybe not. Not too sure what's going on by the connection there. But anyway, back to the front because there's potential. Maybe taking opportunities here. Rhino's at the VRS though. Fizek comes in pits, and so does Rhino. So he said lap 5. These pit stops. Hasbro staying out an extra lap. K's Babu now up to P2. Polly up to P3. Fine Defender is gonna carry on as well. So who pitted underneath the VSC? I can't quite know. Toe and definitely Toe tactically, and then Fresh and someone else for Fresh wing. Someone just made contact with the wall as I just heard a crunch. So Rhino 5 sec come out P7 and P6. Looks like Joel has jumped them too. So when it's still your net P1, and he's already on the back of Fine Defender. Other battles going on is Kellen Miller versus Vaughan. As we have a yellow flag, and that is Eris Hamilton. Whoa, what's happened there? Too early on the power potentially, and that is our first safety car of the night. Full safety car at least. It's like too early on the power for Hamilton there. Potentially, and into the wall. So this is good news for Hasbro, who still have that extra lap, and also K's Poldy. We'll see what Poldy does, because he's on the hards. They go for trap position. He's going to go for trap position, so Poldy will be your new race leader. It's also good news to Fine Defender, maybe. Well, these guys are going to sell. Let's see the order. So if Winnett's in P2 now, Hasbro will come out in P3 on fresher tyres. So the order hasn't changed too much. K's going for the softs, so that's an interesting choice. So maybe he would have gone for the hards to the end. So up to P10 now. These guys at the back will be pleased to see the safety car. They can get some fresh rubber on and catch to the back of the pack. They coming in, give it those softs. Good evening, Vision. Welcome back. So let's see. Busy J now pulling up 10 places. I was starting on the hard tyres. He's still yet in the pit. But, in a very good position if another safety car comes out in a few laps time. So when it's still your net P1 position, and Hasbro Joel up to P3. I think he was behind Fizek before the pit stops. Rhino Vaughan K's on the softs now. Toad's having a decent race. He's took advantage of the early VSC, made up a few places. Just Thomas and Lenny to catch the pack up. And Bio's very struggling with his connection tonight. Which is a shame because he looked like he had a decent pace. And who's that coming? It's Fusion Gamer. Just about slowed down, and he's made contact with the wall underneath the safety car. Now back in his seat because, oh, yeah, that is certainly a dodgy connection there. So what does it look like from Fresh's point of view? That is very dodgy. Something that these drivers got to be careful of now is his car jittering and bouncing all over the place. So here we go, so the car should come in this lap now. Which indeed it is. So I reckon he will get him right to the line because you don't want to be caught in the slipstream. Oh, he's gone a bit early. He's actually a decent restart to be fair. How to maybe go for the early attack. Someone peeled it from the pit lane there, that's fresh. As Aston Martin there go very wide, Fizek. They make contact with the wall. Kays will be quick on these softs, and there we go round the outside of Killer Miller, and he's through up to P8. Very good move there from Kays, making full advantage of those soft tyres and battle for the lead. There we go, Poldy to Williams. Oh, Poldy into the wall. I don't think there was contact. I think Poldy just broke a bit too late. I didn't see any, but there is contact here, and that's Rhino spun round potentially by Vaughan or Fizek. Quite see who it was, but just about to get going again. Probably has wing damage, we'll have to see as we navigate the castle section. Get everyone through. So Bio has damage. Ryder might have gotten away with it. We'll see if he comes in fresh at the back there. But I don't. Well, Poldy must have damage from that hit there. We will see if he comes in. He's got K's all the way back. He's going to make the move through left, right there. And yep, Poldy is going to come into pits for that wing change. Very unfortunate, but I didn't see any contact. There's Kays and Kilometer side by side once again. Good racing, but Kays has the advantage on those soft tyres. Toe on the back of Finley teammate, who's game at pass Matt Veg as well. Lots of action going on through the field. At the front, Fizek on the back of Winnets, who's now down a P3. Didn't see that happen. Hasbro from Joel to Winnets. Fizek fallen off the pace. Vaughan fallen off the pace slightly. They're 3 seconds behind, so being caught by Kays on those fresh softs. So once again, come back to our castle section. Everyone taking it very slowly. Bio does come into the pits, pulling it up to the mediums, fresh, and right onto the softs. There we go, Fizek all over the back of Winnets. I don't know, Winnets potentially had damage, but he's definitely fallen off the pace here. You can see he's struggling turning through there as well, so maybe he does have that slight bit of damage. But he's trying to ride out. But now Fizek definitely has pace advantage. Winnets doesn't want to go to pits, he can't now because Fizek is just going to sail past. He didn't even barely use any ERS either, so Winnets definitely has a problem here. Down to P4, as K's around the outside of Vaughan, up to P5, good move. Just caught the end of that. Fender into the points now. And he's hunting down Toto, who's a mega race. Veg also on the back of this. He's got Thomas 1.2 seconds down the road, who's come back for now. And here comes Lenny down the outside of Thomas. I didn't see that one coming, but a very nice move there from Lenny. Thomas out, break himself, and just avoids the wall. And you can see, still adjusting to real life. So we're just about keeping up with Fizek, but he's going to lose that DRS. So next move here will be the Vaughan train, which goes all the way back to P11. You can see Vaughan gets swallowed up here actually. A little bit of a gap here from Toe as well. Just falling out with DRS. He's pushing hard there. So fine defender right on his tail. Quick check on that next. Killer Miller going to make the move here on Vaughan. And potentially Finley as well. Maybe a bit too far back. Killer Miller is through up to P6. Overtakes Vaughan behind. Fine defender has got past Toe, and Toe loses 2 places down the DRS straight. And Matt Veg got caught on the inside, gets spun around by Fine Defender. I don't think that was Fine Defender's fault. Maybe Matt Veg's point of view may have told a different story. The view I had. Just got caught down the inside with nowhere to go really. Too late on the brakes, which you'll see later on. Thomas comes into the pits once again as he looks like he made contact with the wall again. And Byron looks like he's back in his car and back racing. The fastest lap of the race. So Finley, Vaughan and Killam in a battle for P6 here. As Hasbo is stretching his lead. 3.5 seconds is the gap to Joel. Hasbo on 2 lap old fresher tyres as well. So here we go now. We see Killer Miller gets swallowed up here by 2 cars. Vaughan and Finley. Looks like Killer Miller might be safe actually. I don't know if Vaughan actually had the DRS. We shall see. No, so Vaughan missing out on the DRS by barely nothing. And looks like Finley will make the move into turn 1. Up to P7. Didn't have the best qualifying Finley, but now shows some decent race pace. Toe and Lenny coming up from tier 3, battling for the final point position. As we have a yellow flag, and that is McLaren. Is that Winnets? It is Winnets around, facing the wrong way. I don't think he was near anyone on track, so I think it was just a mistake there from Winnets. Looks like he avoided damage though, so it looks like he might have avoided it again as he's trying to get race pace. Now he's got damage, his wing just exploded. Very unfortunate for Winnets there. Having a decent race. But it looks like he did have wing damage earlier on, so maybe that is why he spun around. Feeling the effects of that damage perhaps. So Keyes will now be promoted to P4, but he will be pitting possibly this lap. There's now Finley on the back of Kilometer, who just tagged the wall a little bit there. On goes the DRS. Gillian Miller has enough ERS to defend for this lap. And Vaughan now comes to the pit. So did Vaughan and Williams collide? I don't think there was New HO, were they? Rhino comes to the pits as well. Let's see, new wing for Vaughan. And I don't think there's a wing change for Rhino. Definitely not, so he just passed Vaughan. And the pits. So Matt Veg now into the points. And he's now joining this battle with so Hasbro stretching his lead even further now. 3 seconds is the gap. Let's check him on. He's cruising. We got 80% ES. Joel, similar. Fizek is on the back of him. You can see a move here, but Finley getting very close to Gillian Miller. We'll come back to this in a second. Potential 2 moves coming up. We'll have a quick check on Fizek, see if he gets the run on Joel, who's playing a very dangerous game. Going ERS through the chicane there. Not learning. Joel's got enough to defend, but it's like Fizek is going to get him this lap. Into P2 goes Fizek. What about Finley? Here he comes. Where is? Oh, get him into the pit. He just disappeared. Kays comes in for his stop now. On good mediums to the end. Miller. Decent stint now. 11 laps. Oh, Matt Veg got past Toto somewhere. We'll now be back on Lenny soon. So still Hasbro in the lead. Fizek, we have a yellow flag. Fusion Gamer. Wing all over the track. Has lost it through the left right. Actually, he lost it very late down the straight, so I'm not too sure what happened there with Fusion Gamer. If he was battling anyone, I'm not too sure. It's very far down the straight to be in that position. So with Fizek and P2 now, let's see if Fizek can close the gap. Joel was only able to. Hasbro used a bit of ERS, so might be thinking of a stop soon. So that veg is up to P7, Toe falling off the pace of these two now. Tyres get old. And there we go, Fizek into the pits. And we have another yellow flag. That is Thomas at the back, I believe. Mediums go on for Fizek. Let's check on Matt. Can he make the move on Lenny? I don't think he's going to go for it. No. P6, we have another yellow flag, and that is Thomas, who now retired from the session. That could be a safety car. Where has he lost it? Little gamer getting very close there to the castle wall. And looks like only safety car. So there we go. Thomas probably tagged it inside curb there and lost it. So Thomas returned into DNF. This is what I mean, how inconsistent this game is. Like last season, anything would have been a safety car, and tonight we've only had one for 3 DNFs and 2 major wing damages. If this was last season, we'd have 4 by now. So I don't understand the safety car triggers in this game. So Anyway, let's see if Matt Veg can make the move this time. He's gone a bit wide there. And the two leaders now come into the pits. Will Finley stay out? Yes, no, Finley's coming as well. So Fisek will take the lead of this race. The undercut working, perhaps. We'll see. Matt Veg makes the move on Lenny. Up to P5 now. Can Fisek get the undercut? Oh, just misses out Hasbro, but definitely worked the undercut there. Uh, 5 seconds. Here's the gap back to Joel. Matt Veg is on the back of him now. Got to make another stop. Does Matt Veg? Race is on now because Fisek made up nearly 3 seconds there on that lap. We tell by the ERS users as well as it. She makes a mistake and going to lose the DRS. Hasbro takes full control once again. Miller and K's, this battle continues once again. And we have a yellow flag at the castle section. That is Finley, and that is going to be a safety car. Finley losing it in the castle section into the wall, and now the field bunches up once again. So Hasbro, Fisek, Joel just pitted. They all go to the end. Matt Veg will come in for hit stop. Lenny will as well, potentially Poley, so we'll see where Matt Veg comes out. Killer Miller coming into the pits as well. What is he gonna give up track position? Is he going to gamble on the sauce? Well, Matt Veg is on the sauce. I'll go to sauce for Killer Miller as well. So fair play. Lenny playing it safe. Oh, so it's a risk. It's a risk, but it might work. You saw lap 5. Soft's last. So a lap or 2 under safety car. So you're going to ask these guys to do at least 7 laps on the softs, which is obviously possible, but whether they'll have the pace on those final 2 to 3 laps is another question. Just checking up all the football scores, see what's going on. Not too much. So Hasbro still leads, and Matt Veg coming in. Has he thrown his strategy out the window? Looks like he has. He's made contact with the wall. So Matt Veg will have some work to do now. He wants to score some points on his Tier 2 debut. Hasbro finds that Joel K's having a good race. Vaughan, fine offender Rhino, but these guys will be on older tyres. Lenny on fresh mediums. Okay, a minute of Poldy, one's a watch here on the sauce. It would have been Matt as well, but unfortunately, made contact with the wall somewhere. Fusion Gamer catching up to the back of the pack as well. He's on the sauce. Nothing to lose. So down 16 drivers, and we're into lap 18. So we've done well so far tonight compared to previous seasons. So his car is that Hasbro will lead us. So we'll have 7 laps of racing, hopefully, no more safety cars. That China to get right alongside him here. Gotta be careful with Hasbro. Move his tyres, and Hasbro has sent them. One defender. Oh, just about to say, watch the line. Let's find the defender goes down inside. Good move on Vaughan there. As he's going for another. Vaughan trying to fight back down the outside, on the outside side, and they go fight continues. Vaughan going switching to the inside. Very good race from these two. Who's going to break late? Vaughan's got the inside line and gets that place back. Good racing from the two. Good race. Lots of room given on the corners. Tow up to P11. Passes fresh. So Joel. If I can do anything about Hasbro's dominant mood today, as Lenny got pushed into the wall or made a mistake. Holding up the P9 there. And, there's chaos back here. Lenny has now DNF. That could be another safety car. It's a VSC. Let's see what the damage is. Fusion Gamers damaged. Matt Fedge might have got caught up in that as well. It looked like Lenny got pushed into the wall there, I would suspect. Bio is without an end plate. Fresh might have got away with it. As we are back underway and kilometre burning ARS. Almost sit stream on Rhino. Make the move down the inside. He can break a lot later with these soft tyres. But can't quite get the move down. Rhino may hit the wall there. So break a bit too late. Didn't quite make the corner. Kilometre does move up to P7 now. So we have another yellow flag in the background, and that's Matt. Oh, what is happening here? Matt Veg, Bio, Fresh, all being caught up here. Bio facing the wrong way. Fresh is out of the session as well. Toe with no wing. Bio still turning around. As safety car does normally breed. Another safety car or some more incidents, and Fisek hits the wall in the car section from P2, and that will be a safety car as he put right under there, and Joel gets a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Fisek, which well, maybe did Joel break late into Fisek there? I'm not too sure. He got a 5-second time penalty for it. The last couple of laps have definitely got a bit messy. down to 12 drivers, and we've lost Lenny, Matvej, Fresh, Vizek, all within the last couple of laps. Is that Joel coming into pits? It is. So Joel giving up position. He's got that 5-second time penalty, which new rules this season, you cannot get that removed if it was deemed unfair. But if you served it, you can't get it removed. As these other guys now are going to get their wings fixed. So Kellen Miller potentially in a good position here if he manages to make these softs last. So wait for the back of the pack, these three cars towed by a few gamer to catch the pack up. So here we go, we're going to have a few laps racing. There'll be no more safe cars from this point. Here we go, the safe car will be in. Hasbro hold on to this lead. He's got to have Killer Miller on those softs behind him, but they're gonna be in a good state in a couple of laps time. So Hasbro sent it fairly early last time. Red Bull, Ferrari, they've got very careful. One of the styles got those cars. As Hasbro now sends them, and there was an overtake before the line there from Poli, I think, on Vaughan. So that will only going to go side by side. Vaughan takes that place back. That's Killer Miller already up to P2. Passes K, so he's been battling all race. Hasbro wants to build that gap, already 1.7 seconds. Vaughan got damage. Looks like he lifted off a little bit there, not sure. As Ryan and Joel go side by side. Joel comes out on top there, maybe a little bit of a push on Rhino as Poli goes down the inside of Rhino there as well, as Witt's trying to get himself back up there. It's P9. Oh, big contact, and that's Rhino who had that wing damage, I think, potentially. Oh, we have another safety car right at the end. This is what I mean. Just comes out randomly. I didn't think we'd have another one being so late in the race. So early we had all about 3-4 DNS and 1 safety car. Now we're getting safety car for everything. But it's going to help Hasbro snout home. That will help his tyres out as well. So still potential win on the cars for Killer Miller. Ford comes in the pits who had that wing damage, I think. Toe and Fugero coming in again. Let's have a look at these stops. Fugero has had 7 stops, this might be his 8th one, if it's counted. Yeah, 8 stops of Fusion Game in this race. Jesus. And he's still in for a shot at the points. Well, we did have the safety car simulator in the end. But we did see a very good race before us. But the last 5 or 6 laps has been very messy indeed. So guys in this lap. So definitely no more safety cars now, surely. As Hasbro sends him here for the final time. Vaughan so gives that position back. There's Toto, goes down the inside and spins, and Toto has lost it. And now we're down to 10 drivers. Didn't see there was any contact, the camera angle wasn't very good, but maybe just a spin on the curb, it looked like from that angle. So good, Killer Miller close the gap. He's on the soft tyres, but they're 7 laps old, so probably not got much life in them despite being under the safety car. Sorry, Joel makes a move down the chicane there up to P4. He's on a fresher sauce, making full advantage as Paulie takes a bit more up the corner. A few gamer now going to score some points after having 8 stops. As here comes Vaughan. Oh, Fusion Game around the outside. Gets that one done up to P8. Bio is lagging connection. Is also going to pick up some points. So it's like so here again, we're not going to have DRS anymore this race. So all down on the ERS usage. So if you game, we're going for a move on Vaughan. And going to go around the outside. Oh, contact. And Vaughan is round. Contact a few gamer, not sure. Again, terrible angle. Joel trying to make his way out as Kays gets a little bit sketchy on the exit there as he hits the curb. Joel putting all the pressure on him now as he tries to get this podium. Here's the final lap, he's trying to look for any gap. It looks like Hasbro has this in the bag, he's got to get his car home now. Killer Miller up to the car section last time. Joel with a yellow flag in the background, that is Poldy. So he's rounded down to P10 now. So more on board with Joel because he is on the attack here. Let's see. Similar ERS. Going to be the exit here. Decided not to use it yet. Kays may have played his cards early. Killer Miller as Hasbro is about to cross the line. He is going to win the first round of this season here in Tier 2. A very deserved victory, dominant victory from Hasbro. Killer Miller, good podium. Kays going to hold on P3, Joel P4. Fine Defender of a really good P5. Winnits almost grabs it off Fine Defender. Few Gamer P7 Bio goes down to P9 of the penalties and Polly. We have no wing. We'll finish the race. And we'll pick up a point. So there we go, and Hasbro is our winner for the first round. Killer P2, really good podium for him. Kays another good podium, start 14th on the grid. Joel finished P4, Fine Defender P5, Winnets P6, Fusion Gamer after 8 stops, finished P7, Vaughan finished P8, Bio finished P9 with the fastest lap, Polly P10. And then the rest of these guys are DNF, unfortunately. So thank you for watching, and tomorrow we are at China for Tier 3. We'll see who can win that one. This is obviously a few guys been promoted from Tier 3, so there's a new opportunity for someone else to potentially get a few wins under their belt. So we'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you and good night.